But let's move into this game, I think.
Yeah, we see the players sheet right now. mYm.XlorD against Liquid HuK. Well, all the additional information is inside. What did they say about XlorD? I missed it. I saw you left, so I guess it was funny.
No, the chat log here is funny because they are making fun about this situation with the game speed, like fast and faster and so on. So HuK was asking for re-hosting to make it a little bit slower because it feels too fast.
So alright, here we go. The first map is Metalopolis. The second map is going to be played on Shadow Temple, if I recall correctly, and the third map, if necessary, is going to be Crevasse.
Yes.
So interesting map pool. I do love seeing Crevasse in Process of Zerg in general. Oh man, these two guys, they've already are quite notorious for talking nonsense in the game.
Yes.
But I guess this game they're really going to overdo it when they're actually playing against each other.
Yes, XlorD always. He loves to chat during the game.
Yeah,
and I think HuK
about
as well.
nonsense as well.
Yes.
It's funny how some people really enjoy chatting and how some people really hate it. Like Saza, for instance, would really hate it. He would instantly...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He would instantly put him on ignore if possible. That's always possible.
By the way, you want to control the mouse? I think it's better if you do.
Oh, thank you, Dasu. I feel pretty flattered now.
Yeah, I spoke a little bit with XlorD before the games. And he's a little bit scared of HuK. I think he told me that HuK is really strong, and he fears the macro game a little bit. I don't know why, because his macro games are really strong as well. And
yeah, and Stefano had a really good chance in macro games.
Yes, especially because Stefano won against HuK in macro games. So I said, XlorD, you can do it as well. But yeah, let's see. He's probably gonna mix up his playstyle, like he did against me.
Yeah, we mentioned that yesterday for the people who weren't listening all along, which of course is possible since we are casting a hell of a lot of games. But yeah, quite recently XlorD played in best of 5 against HuK, and actually you played 2 against each other.
Yes.
And pretty much in every single game XlorD has been switching up his play, either roachling all in, just macro game, going even mutas from time to time, or just pure roaches pressure, Hydra push as well, literally.
7 pool.
Yeah.
Like he mixed up everything. Yeah, it's really hard to read your opponent if someone playing like that. And StarCraft 2 is so much about hard counters, and if you don't have any idea what's coming up, then it's really hard to do any hard counter, and you have to react, and sometimes it's just too late.
That's true. I do think in general this is nice for players like HuK though, since HuK is practicing oh so much that he must find himself in quite awkward positions quite often, since just because he's playing so many games, and you will get better at handling situations like that.
Yeah, that's true. So
HuK is doing 3-gate expansion, I guess.
Yep.
Maybe 4-gate? No, I don't know, it's not 4-gate. He did 4-gate against Moon on Metallo. So, yeah, I don't know. XlorD watched replays of HuK versus Stefano.
It's a pretty,
standard opening.
Yeah, and I think HuK watched the replays of XlorD against Sase, so...
Yeah, but he won't take much out of it,
No,
I guess.
that's true, because Sase played quite all in.
Is he even able to watch those replays?
Yeah, he took an USB stick.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Wow. HuK, also known as Snake. How do you call him? From Metal Gear Solid, you know?
Yeah, Solid Snake. And there's a... Look at this. There's a Roach Warren going up.
And
10 more links.
It's like almost a hard counter.
Oh, will he scout the Roach Warren? Let's see. HuK is moving into the smoke area. And no, the probe will fall, so he doesn't spot the Roach Warren.
And it's like the hard counter to 3-gate expansion. Like,
well, it's not the hard counter, but it's...
No, but you want
it's what you want to have.
Yeah, right. It's not so easy to defend for the Proto, especially on Metalopolis, where the natural is so wide open, so it's hard to close this fields with force fields.
Like 4 or 5 force fields.
Yeah.
Needed.
Ooh, this is actually quite risky as well for nice army positioning by HuK, but still, is he going to lose a single sentry?
Oh, he lost the Zealot, and the sentries are actually stuck in the back. He has 4 more at his ramp.
I don't think he up sentries to from above.
Yeah, but is it going to be enough? Well, he's losing 1 sentry, second sentry.
One will survive.
That's actually building drones.
Yeah, that's weird. Actually, he did the Roach Warren just for defensive purpose, I guess, because he didn't make a single Roach yet.
Do you think perhaps he's afraid that HuK did see it with his probe when he was over here?
No idea, but he didn't.
Nope.
He told me like
he doesn't know.
He has different Roach all-ins, like building much eco.
Ooh, 6K.
Oh, 6.
No,
5-gate in Robo. Yeah. I told XlorD he needs to be safe against 5 or 6-gate aggression because HuK loves to do that.
What I personally love about these spawning positions, of course I am not really a star in this matchup, but in general that's a slight understatement, but what I do love is that whenever you push according to this side, it's so easy to put a force field over here, and that must be super annoying for Zerg players, no?
Yeah, it is.
I
But
agree,
he's building 9 roaches, and I think the attack is coming delayed. Yeah, with 9 roaches.
but
you don't want to defend with 9 roaches.
It might be way too late.
Yeah,
to be
I mean,
honest.
when you have 5
there's a
warp
robo already up, and you just mentioned the force field on the ramp. I think if the Zerg has a really good creep spread, which is also possible on those positions, then it's hard for the Protoss to
30
push.
Zerglings.
Yeah. Wow, this is really an extremely late attack. We are almost at the 9th minute.
Oh, what? He's gonna have so many force fields though. Donuts?
Did he see it?
Wow,
Did he see the
what's
roaches?
going on? And Links coming. I think there are like 30 Links streaming in, and probably HuK will lose all the sentries, man.
Instant force fields.
Look, from a...
Yeah, we see the Links coming in right here from the north side of the map. The roaches are still in a very good position as well. How many force fields does HuK have? He's
not enough. The sentries are surrounded right now. They were all full. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's a little bit lucky by XlorD that HuK was moving out of his base, but that's how it goes sometimes. And he will lose all the sentries right now. 14 more Links are coming, 3 more zealots.
I can't believe that HuK is actually going to try to save them. He's going to wipe in more zealots, but these sentries are... Well, okay, 1 sentry does survive, so
yeah.
So far so good. But nevertheless, take a look at the income tab. Wow, actually HuK is in decent shape.
What about the unit loss tab? Or... yeah, well... I mean, some more... Yeah, actually, I thought he could kill way more, but...
and lose less.
Yeah, and lose less, that's true.
Because it's actually looking quite okay for HuK. He's 10 supply up, and he's having more workers right now than XlorD has. We do see the third
losing 8 roaches instead of drones.
Yes. Getting more roaches once again.
Maybe fears an attack now.
Just started
like 6
there. His third hatch was really late as well, because of this attack he did. And, wow, he's so far ahead with probes, so... I really think that it's looking good for HuK.
Which is surprising, because it felt like he got caught off guard 2 times already in his game. First time here, even though he only lost 1 sentry. I really like the move how he brought the sentries from the high ground and then defend the sentries on the low ground. That was excellent.
Building 12 zealots, that isn't normal, right?
No, but, well, XlorD's composition is quite Ling heavy. There were like 10 roaches and 30 Links, so it makes sense to build some zealots.
HuK's taking the 3rd base right away.
Wow, he's starting the first tumors at minute 11. That's really late for creep spread.
Yeah,
that's like, yeah, I don't know why he forgot that. And also his third is quite delayed. I mean, HuK is getting his third as well, and XlorD basically has no chance to push HuK's third right now because his army is just too small.
The only thing that's nice for XlorD is because HuK went so heavy on the gateway units, there is not really much of attack for HuK. I mean, we are of course going to have an observer on the field, and now we do see the first Immortal being chrono boosted out as well. But other than that, it's still pretty much a gateway army, and yeah, perhaps in 1 or 2 minutes, XlorD should be able to deal with that, despite this being quite a decent map for force fields, nevertheless.
Yeah, finally droning up, like 10 drones we're building. And building Spore Cross.
We saw this gateway heavy style by HuK before against Stefano, and I wonder why he's not getting a forge. I mean, he's not upgrading his units yet, and he did the same against Stefano. His upgrades were quite late.
I don't think that was very great by HuK. He did 6 force fields for 2 Links. Certainly considering the fact he's only having 4 sentries right now, so that was a bit over eager, but
yeah, he was hoping to catch more, I guess. Yeah, there's a Spire going up. Well, that's the normal transition. I mean, usually the Protoss will go for Colossi, so you need the Spire in time. And actually, the third base for XlorD is going up at the same time as HuK's, I guess. So they will both send some probes there.
Nice job right there. XlorD trying to poke on one of these pilots. But yeah, that's indeed very risky if you would get
having speed.
Force field.
Yeah, Roach speed will finish right now. There we go. Burrow is on the way as well. He's losing 1 Roach. Yeah. And the creep spread is, well, it's quite bad, to be honest. I mean, there are only 2 tumors right now.
He could die now.
And he will lose more tumors.
This looks very good for HuK. I mean, he's 7 supply up. Nice force field. Nice force field. Okay.
So. I think he doesn't have any more force fields. No, I think that's why he is retreating right now. There's 1 sentry with a little bit of energy.
I think he's afraid for what's coming, but actually there's really not that much coming. XlorD only has 129 supply, 134 for HuK. I think so far, certainly the macro part has been really going in HuK's favor throughout the entire game. Now finally XlorD overtook HuK.
And he got 10 more drones, so his third will be fully saturated as well.
I think if HuK would have attacked right now, I don't really think XlorD would be able to hold it.
XlorD's building 7 mutalisks now.
Ooh, that's a funny transition.
Yeah, and actually it's quite smart because HuK was cutting his upgrades and he didn't have a Twilight Council for ages. He's just getting the Forge and his Twilight Council, so he will start +1 and blink, I guess.
And now we do see the robotics play,
wow.
which is rather unfortunate against 10 mutas. That's actually brilliant right here by XlorD. I faced this a couple of times on ladder as well, and I must say I'm horrible. Okay, we do see Blink being reached right there, but I do think it's in general quite annoying to defend against mutas on Metalopolis, because you have so many buildings everywhere, so your stalkers are going to act rather stupidly. They're going to walk around all the buildings, then you try to blink here and they end up over here, you know. It's like, ah!
Yeah, that's true. Usually you have the wall off at your natural as well, so your stalkers cannot move there.
Yeah,
I mean, HuK doesn't really have it because he didn't need to.
I think he saw the Spire.
Yeah.
So he's moving up into the main base.
No, maybe he was afraid of a drop. I mean, he didn't see anything. Wow, that's really good by HuK. Oh, he's even getting the observer speed, so he will keep track on the mutas. The mutas are flying in right now. The stalkers are in position. And wow, this is a waste of money by XlorD. I mean, the mutas didn't kill a single probe yet.
You cannot fly here.
They will probably won't be able to kill any probes soon.
Now.
So, yeah, that was not the best transition, but he had to try something. He was behind.
Ooh, Blink. Nope. No Blink as of yet. Yeah, he did have to try something. He's going to make even more mutas right now. That's quite funny. Really love how HuK this dog's in position though, even before the first mutas flew into his main base. I guess that really makes the difference between decent Protoss players and these absolute top guys that can always see it incoming, goes 30 seconds faster than you would have probably seen it incoming.
Yeah, oh, there's the first blink. He's getting 1, 2, maybe 3 mutas. Yeah. He sniped 3 mutas, and I think XlorD didn't kill anything. He's trying to attack the third now, but there are sentries coming. So, and he doesn't have tunneling claws, so... Oh god. Wow, he will lose pretty much all his roaches and his links.
There are cannons right there as well. One Colossi is joining in the fun. XlorD is indeed losing a lot of units right here. You might be able to save a couple of these roaches. Mutas, no, a lot of links in the natural expand.
Really
That's
nice
a really
run
good move right there by XlorD, attacking on 3 separate occasions on the map, trying to get... And this is what I meant earlier, like stalkers having traffic jam.